there is a relationship between the structure of the solar system and where each planet is in relationship to every other planet, where is its place in that order, and the way they function in us as psychological functions. And not because they do something to us. The planets don't literally exert some strange forces and energies or something like that do something to us. Mars or Saturn or Uranus doesn't cause you to do something. There are really some forces acting between the planets and the Earth, but that's not what astrology is about. Astrology is about the principle of synchronicity, that we are mini models of this. So the sun sign in the chart is our sense of direction, where we are going, what we want to achieve in the long term, as a spiritual goal, you can say, or as a tendency that we are always attracted to, but we're not necessarily very good at yet. We have to learn how to be the positive qualities of that sign, but in order to get there, we need the help of our moon sign, because the moon sign makes it happen. It really gives us the feelings, which is the moon, the individual capacity to react to what happens to us. The moon is the one that reacts. The sun is like the head. The moon is like the heart. Mercury is the mental function, the memory. I mean, it is not really that, but that's what it stands for inside us. And that's different from the moon. The moon is emotional, while here it's more logical, it's more rational, if I can say so. Mercury rules two signs in astrology, Gemini and Virgo. So both of these, if you have any planets in these signs, they are related to this planet in a way that that's the intellect's ability to sort out information, to react quickly to all sorts of things that happen to it, and be kind of your brain clicks quickly or not that quickly. That's what Mercury indicates in the chart. How is your brain and your intellect and communication function working? This information that came to us, to our senses with Mercury, the electrical currents, what do we make out of them? What do we think about our experiences? What do we really consciously think about them? Like, what is my strategy? Venus determines my tastes, my likes, my desires, how I process on the inside level everything that happens to me, and I give it a value judgment. Mars is the first one outside of our orbit, which is the main reason why Mars is the physical energy, the muscles, the actional part, which literally goes out, for the first time goes out now, in the other direction, and is trying to apply itself and the energies it already has through Venus and Mercury out in the world, fight with other people, experience difficult situations and all sorts of things where it needs to assert its will, it needs to assert its individuality, and get what it wants really. Jupiter stands for everything that we want to expand towards, because we have decided that we like that thing, and that thing already exists out there. While with Saturn is the opposite idea, that we are bounded by tradition, by restrictions, by conventions, by rules, regulations, by the system kind of thing, the status quo. This is what Saturn stands for. It says, no more, you can go up to here and no more than that. The Industrial Revolution started roughly at the same time when Uranus was discovered. A lot about Uranus is to do with this time of history when we basically opened a new page and everything, changed dramatically. Then Neptune was discovered in the 19th century, where a lot of spirituality-related practices and interests, and especially the coming of the East to the West, that's when Western societies first discovered Eastern cultures, and they were kind of brought here with their religions, with their ways of thinking, and started to mix up with us, and lots of healing practices. It's very spiritual, that energy, because that's the nature of Neptune. The exploration of the unconscious, that we're not just, the physical world, the outer world, but there is something more. The interest to these things coincided with the discovery of that planet. And Pluto has a lot to do with the world wars in the 20th century. Pluto was discovered in 1930, you see how telling that is.